Hiya friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are not, welcome. So today's video is going to be a bit different, but I really wanted to share some of these things about school with you guys. So I've called it school habits, but it's more like tips and tricks and things that have helped me in my school career. If you don't know, I'm in matric, so I'm in my last year. Just looking back, I realized that not all of us go through school the same as each other, and obviously some do better and some do worse, and it's got many factors that play into it, which some of we cannot control, but I do feel that lots of it we can. And so I wanted to encourage you guys and give you the tips of how I have had a pretty good school career. So yeah, I hope you guys find this video helpful, and let's get straight into it. So my first one, which is probably my most important one, is to have a diary. I know that many people don't like diaries, it comes with personality and whatever, but Hannah, my best friend, who is like not an organized freak like me, she has started using a diary and has actually benefited from it. So I'm just saying, try it out. It might actually help you. So why I love a diary or a bullet journal even, I use my bullet journal as a diary / calendar. If you don't want to use a diary, you can use your phone. Obviously we've got calendar, notes, all that stuff. You can even get digital like journals and diary stuff nowadays, so just make use of something. Why I find it so important to have one of these is that you always know when your tests are, your assignments are. You're never in the dark. You always know when everything's happening, and therefore you can then prepare for it and then do well. Also, writing down your homework. This ensures that you don't forget to do homework. Just simple things like that that actually do have an effect on your results later. So that's kind of leads into my next habit, and that is staying up to date. Now, I could literally count the days I have been absent in my school career because my parents are so strict about staying home. But I do realize that there are many people whose parents aren't as strict, and that's fine. That just means that it's a little bit more difficult for you to stay up to date. And I also realized that's not many people's desire is to stay up to date because they find school useless or boring or whatever. But school is our obligation at this moment from your age, whatever, like 4 to 18. That is where you're at. And so you might as well do it well. So staying up to date is very important, because if I skip a day at school and I miss notes, first of all, it's a schlep to go and ask like 30 people to try and send you notes that you missed in class. And then you have so much more work to do because you weren't in class to do it. Don't get me wrong, sometimes taking a day off could be beneficial, especially and obviously if you're sick, etc. But it's not the best thing, I'm not gonna lie. It's really just, it's like snowball effect. Once you've missed one thing, it just becomes like this whole load of stuff that you need to catch up, and it's not great. Then my third habit or tip is to still have fun. Now this one is actually quite difficult to maneuver, to balance, but simple things like in class. I know my class, I love my class to bits. We get along pretty well. We're quite a diverse bunch, but we still seem to have fun in class and whatever. If there is a discussion going on or something like a joke going on, and you're busy trying to do your work, maybe trying to finish homework because you know you don't want homework and whatever, or to actually just finish your homework because you know you won't do it when you get home, just stop and like interact, because you've only got 12 years of school, and after that you're not going to see these people again. You can just spare 2 minutes or whatever just to interact with your friends or whatever and just have fun. And with that, at break, actually take breaks. Don't continue with work or whatever. I don't know why people do that. I just find it strange. You have a break for a reason. Our periods are like 40 to 50 minutes. So please take those breaks and just chill, have fun, make memories. These are the times in our lives where we don't have to care about taxes and paying bills and all these adulty things. So just take that moment and enjoy it, man. Have fun, make friends, make memories. That is it. Make memories. Okay, then my fourth thing is sleep. Sounds simple once again, but it's very important. And what I'm trying to say about this is figure out how you work best. For me, I like to go to bed early and then wake up early because I find that I work better in the morning. So especially like with if I have math or accounting homework, I usually leave that to do in the morning because I just find that I function better, because after a day of school I am not going to be able to sit in the afternoon and do more like brain work. So figure out what works best for you. If you like staying up later, then try work out a morning routine that's quick, efficient, and you can wake up maybe a bit later and still get the amount of sleep in that you need, so that you have a happy day and you're not tired and grumpy and inefficient. Then my fifth thing is notes in class. So it obviously depends on your teacher, if they give you notes or if they make you summarize. I don't know, I feel like every teacher is different. But if you have to make notes by yourself, try do that before the lesson. I have been doing that this year and it's helped so much. So sometimes it's difficult to like judge what your teacher is going to do next, but I mean, you could always just go and ask them. But so if you have to make your own summaries, try to do that before the class so that when the teacher is going through the stuff, then you can underline, make notes next to the stuff, and just like really listen to what the teacher's saying and then understand it better. And then if they do give notes in class, I would recommend trying to figure out how you can write quicker, like a shorthand or something. I know some teachers, they explain while you're writing down, and that just sucks big time. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a solution for that because I find that very difficult to listen while writing down. But you just have to really try, like, be as quick as possible. And remember, if they say anything about, ooh, this could be in your exam, this could be this, you put down whatever pen you're writing in, you grab a pencil or a different color pen and whatever, and you make a note of that, because those things come in handy so much and help you when you're studying, that you don't have to like study this long paragraph where you could just know this little piece because that's what the teacher said is important, and the teacher knows what they're talking about. That's why they're your teacher. And then with your notes, obviously we also all study differently. I actually made a video when I was like 10 about your left brain and your right brain, and I watched it the other day and I was cringing real hard. But it is very true. We all are orientated differently with our brains, but figure out what works best for you and then do that. Okay, then my next one, these are all really simple things coming up, but I have taken note of students in my class and in my school, and I just want to try and encourage you. If you are one of these people, I'm not judging, I'm not criticizing or anything, I'm really just trying to encourage people, because this is how we can do well as young teenagers in the stage of life where we are in school. I know it sucks, I know it's difficult, but don't miss class. Don't stay home for no reason. Don't bunk classes. Don't sleep in the class. It's not going to benefit you. You only have these 12 years of school. Basically, the last 5 years are the most important high school. Just try and be present. And I know, trust me, I know there are times when it's really difficult, especially when you're at school and you're like dead tired, but just try and listen, try and do your work, and just come to school. Missing school for no reason is not going to benefit you in any way if you want to do well, which I really think everyone deep down does. Next one is getting your homework done as soon as possible. This I've kind of already spoken about. It also just creates a better relationship with your teachers, I find, because their obligation is to give you homework and to teach you and whatever. And so if you respect them in that and do that, it's just like, hello, happy days. nice teaching, nice school environment, great. And try to do it as thoroughly as possible, because as I said, it does actually help you in the end when you come to tests and things. Then my next one is drink water. So fun fact, if you don't drink water, like the slightest bit of dehydration can lessen your like ability to focus properly by almost 20%. I want to be able to focus 100%, possibly even only 80% if I really am that tired. But so if I go into a class and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a little bit thirsty, I'm like, ma'am, may I please go drink some water, because I want to be functioning at the highest ability that I can. Drink water, stay hydrated, and it doesn't have to be like gulps of water, just like take a sip, because I know teachers are very weird about going to the bathroom. I don't know why. I do know why, because people just want to get out of class. Again, no men. Just be there. And if it's like a boring class, or like the teacher's not very active, or she just gives you work to do your own thing, then rather just be productive and use that time. Then you don't have to do it after school when you're at home. Kapoo! More free time. Who doesn't want that? Then have weekends. This kind of goes with my chill and have fun one, but we have weekends for a reason. Now I know teachers are great at giving homework on weekends, but what I try to do is finish that homework on the Friday, and if not then the Saturday morning, so that I can chill for the rest of the weekend and have fun and go out and do things with my friends. Obviously, when it's exams, we do have to study then on weekends, but otherwise, just use your weekend. And if your weekend needs to look like sleeping, then do that, love. To be able to be functioning well during the week and to make the most of your school week, you have to be energized, you have to be healthy, and to do that, you need to either rest or socialize, whatever works for you as a person. Obviously, as I said, we're all different. My last one is very difficult, ladies and gentlemen. Very difficult, but it is very, very true and very, very important. Don't complain. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am a very, very dramatic person, I have been told, and I love to complain, but it does not help you. If I'm going to sit in class and be like, oh my gosh, there's like 3 hours left of school, I hate school, that's not going to help you. Jamie and I went through a stage like a few months ago where school was just so rough. Like, it was insane. And every morning while walking to school, I'd go, I hate school. And I didn't want to be there. To a certain extent, that did help. That like got it out, and that's that. But don't go throughout your day being like, oh, I don't want to be here, I don't want to do this, nah, 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 nah. Or if a teacher gives you work, be like, nah, nah, nah. I've been there. I do. In my brain, lots of times I'm like, come on, man. I know we're all human. But if you're going to constantly be negative and constantly be complaining, you are not going to enjoy your day. You are not going to even make it through your day. You're just going to be a little bubble of sadness and bleh. Try to stay positive. Get a group of friends with whom you can all help each other stay happy and positive and to still have fun at school. Just make the most of it. This is such a weird video I'm finding. I don't know what the heck this is. It's just turned into like a life lesson. But I really want people to try their best, because I feel that everyone is amazing at something, and I know we can't always take the subjects that we're the best in, or we can't always do everything that we're so amazing in, but I really feel that if everyone just gave like 5% more thinking or planning into how they would like to do their school career, and just deciding that it's horrible, it's not the best, but this is like the foundation for the rest of our lives. And I just feel like if we can just be positive and try and do better in this short time that we have as teenagers and teens and whatever, it can just be so much more beneficial, even to like a country, to us as South Africa. I mean, there's so much unemployment. There's so much, I know, now I'm going into economics, look at me. But there's so much like unemployment and stuff. And if our students would just get over the whole thing of like trying to be the coolest person in school and just maybe give 2% of that to your academics, I think we could have a lot of good change. And if you're in matric right now and you maybe feel like you haven't been doing the best you could have, it's not too late. It's really not too late. We have prelims and finals coming up. You can get seriously good marks for those, and then you've done your best, and that is all that anyone asks. And if that means you get a 30% for pure math, then great, you tried. That is all that we have to tell ourselves, is just do your best and don't compare yourself to others, because you are special the way you are and you have a brain functioning the way it does for a reason. So yeah, I'm gonna stop now before I go into apologetics or something. I don't know where this is leading, but I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe down below, and have a good one. Bye!